Hello and welcome to a new edition of Tech Time with Mr. D. It's been a couple of years since I created a new episode, so I'm actually very happy to be able to do this again. Today's episode will focus on a couple of features that we can take advantage of using our copy machines at school. The first would be to print a PDF file, okay, and you would do that from a flash drive. The other thing you can do is you can take like existing documents you had, paper documents, and run them through the copy machine and use the copy machine as a scanner, and then that'll create PDF files which you can then put on your flash drive, and you might find that helpful to use in your Google Classroom, or if you want to put files for students on your homework page. So yeah, there's a couple of very useful features there. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to need to get yourself, if you don't have one, a flash drive. They're relatively inexpensive. You can get them online, Amazon. You can get them at Walmart, Staples, lots of places like that. Again, as I said, they're fairly inexpensive nowadays. They do come in a variety of sizes. Depending on what you want to do with it, it'll help kind of guide you to what size. If you're not sure, you can certainly ask me or someone a little bit more experienced. If you're just using like documents and kind of files of that nature, smaller is generally okay. If you think you're going to be adding pictures and video to it, using it beyond just the copy machine features, you may want to get a little bigger one. All right. So again, I'm going to show you how to download some of the things as PDFs for us. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your flash drive and you want to plug it in to your computer. Find the USB port and plug it in. So I have done that. And normally when you do that, the dialog box like this will pop up, which will show you all of the files inside of that flash drive. Now I am using a Windows laptop. If you use a Chromebook, it'll look a little bit different, but generally similar. So the procedures are generally the same here. All right, so this just shows you everything that is on here. Okay, so let me minimize that again. So here we are. We're looking at a document, a Google Doc. Okay, and it might look familiar. It's the St. Ambrose Wi-Fi and password list from the other day. So let's say you wanted to print copies of this, as I did the other day. So you want to go up here in your upper left hand corner to File. About a third of the way down it says Download. So File, Download. And then about halfway down in that dialog box it says PDF. All right, so you will click on that. And what the computer is doing now is it's going to download this as a PDF. So if you just let's give it a second while it does it. Okay. So normally when you do this, a dialog box will pop up. Again, the same thing or a similar thing will pop up if you're using a Google Chromebook. So if you look here, right, this is all the different kind of locations on my laptop. All right. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find the Lexar F. So Lexar is the type of flash drive that I have. So I'll click on that. Actually, it defaulted to that. So you want to click on that. So if you look up here, this will show you where I'm pointing now in the upper half of this dialog box is the location. And now I'm going to click Save. All right. Again, if you're using a Windows laptop, you'll see down in the left-hand corner here, it'll tell you that it's downloading. You'll see there's two because I did a practice one a minute ago. Okay. If you're using like a Chromebook or Google Chrome, the similar box generally pops up in the lower right-hand corner. Okay. So if I just want to click back over to my flash drive, you'll see that there's the Wi-Fi, and it's actually Wi-Fi because it just added one. So there's my file. Okay. A little later on in the video, I will show you how to go and print from that. So again, in a Google Doc, it is File, Download, PDF, and then just make sure as you go to save it, you make sure you save it on your flash drive. Okay. Let me click over here. I have a Microsoft Word document. Okay. And it's a similar process. Okay. So I'm looking at the Microsoft Word document. I want to print this as a PDF. So I would go to File. On Microsoft Office, it's not download. It would be Save As. So you're going to click Save As. And again, depending on which version of Office you're using, it may look a little different, but the features are all generally the same. So over here, it has the name of the document up here, the name of the document, and then default is Word document docx. So if you click on that, you get a whole list of different file types. Some on that list again will be PDF, Okay, you're ready to go. And then you just need to pick the place where you want to save it. So you click Browse. Sorry, it's going slow. So you will click Browse. And again, I will navigate my way to the Lexar flash drive, and I will click Save. And again, if I now go look at my flash drive, down here again, the Candy Bingo flyer, which was the example from Microsoft Word, is now saved on my flash drive. Okay. And again, so if you have a slideshow in Google Slides, you'd follow the same procedures. If you have a slideshow in PowerPoint, again, basically the same procedure. Okay. So now that you have the files that you want to print on your flash drive, we're going to go to the copy machine, and I will show you how to plug in the flash drive and then print from there. Okay? All right, I'll see you in a couple seconds. So there are two things I'm going to show you here. One is printing something from a flash drive, and then I will show you how to scan something on the machine and save it to a flash drive. Now please note that the copy machine will only print PDFs. So I'll either before this or after this, I will tack on an how-to video on how to save, like Google Docs as a PDF. All right. So the first thing you need is a flash drive. So again, there you go. You can get them most places nowadays. You can get them online. So on the side of the machine, I'm in the copy room upstairs. So again, they're in slightly different spots, but you can find them. It's on the side of the machine, and the flash drive slides in. Right. When you do, a box on the machine pops up and says USB drive was recognized, displaying files. Are you sure? I am going to select yes. And what's going to pop up then is a list of things that are on your flash drive. So you can use the arrows here and navigate your way through. Oop, let me go back. Okay. So let me go up, go back, and find one here. Okay, so I'm going to select the one I want to print. I will check the box and highlight it. I will then click print, and that'll bring up what basically looks like your normal copy screen. Okay, you check it out, one-sided, two-sided, whatever, depends on what it is. And when you're ready, down here in the corner, you press start. Accept it. You can hear the machine rolling here. And as I reach over here, we have a PDF. Oh, hello, Mr. Dufresne. It's always nice to see you in your casual look. Okay, so again, you plug in your USB. Okay, it'll pop up. Now again, for some reason, if you plug it in and want to do something else, you can always press the home button. Press there, there's the home button. Brings you back to this main screen. Copy, USB. So USB will take you back to the USB, and there you have your list. All right. All right, so I'm going to pause this for a moment. We'll come back in a minute and show how to scan something into a PDF and put on your flash drive. All right, here I am for part two. This is how to scan something. Use the copy machine as a scanner, which will create a PDF, and then you can put that on your flash drive for you can use Google Classroom or wherever you would like to use it. Okay, so again, I am on the home screen. Okay, which gives you all the different features. Again, if you forget how to get here, there's a little house on the bottom. Press the button, it brings you back here. Okay, you are going to press the USB drive again. Okay, and if you look down here on the right-hand side, it says store to file. Okay, so you're going to take the item you want to copy. You can either put it here. I usually run it through the top part here, but you can also put it there. Okay. All right, so you have it lined up and you're ready to go. Okay, so you're gonna select store to file. You're gonna press that button. Okay, this is gonna pop up. Okay, you're good to go. All right, the only thing is, and I have not been able to figure this out yet, if you look up here in the corner, it says file name doc. That's what it's going to name the file, I think, every time. I have not figured out, again, how to change the name on the copy machine. I will tack something on at the end to show you how to change the name of a file on the flash drive. All right, so again, you're all ready to go. You're going to press start. It'll run through. It is scanning it. Okay, so now I am going to go back home. Okay, I'm going to look at my USB. I'm going to scroll through, and if you look, it puts numbers on them. So it's doc 006, blah, blah. You notice it has today's date. I did a practice one before, and there they are. Okay, so the first one says Delaney speech, that's from graduation. The next two down are things that I scanned right now this morning. Okay, so again, from the home screen, click the USB drive. Okay. Rather than selecting something to print, you'll click store file. It'll bring back up the screen. There's really nothing for you to do except click start. And now that, again, I now have multiple copies of that wonderful picture of Mr. Dufresne on my flash drive. Lastly, as promised, I just want to show you real quick how to rename a file. This works on a flash drive, on your computer, on a Chromebook, on a Mac. Okay, if you remember from a couple minutes ago, when you scan a doc through the copy machine and it saves to your flash drive, it gives it the name doc and then a series of numbers after it. So you're probably going to want to rename those so you can kind of keep track of what it is. So as I look at my flash drive here, for some reason I don't have those files from when I did the scan video. So I'm just going to pick one here. So I'll choose the second Wi-Fi one. So what you want to do is take your mouse to it and then right click. Remember, on a Chromebook, right click is 2 fingers at once. I just made the motion right now, not that you can see it, but really put 2 fingers together and then push down, somewhere in the middle, and you'll get the right click options. So down near the bottom of your right click, it says rename. This nice box pops up. It turns blue. And then I'm going to just change it to Wi-Fi duplicate. Okay, or if I was using one of the files from yesterday, I would call it Crimes Against Pajamas. Something of that nature. Okay, and that's basically it. So hopefully in these several parts, you'll find some helpful information, to help you, say you have a bigger file you want to print and you don't want to wait for the classroom computer or printer or save some ink. Or, now that we do have students who are doing distance learning, or even students in class. If you're using Google Classroom and you have, an old school worksheet or handout that you'd want to be able to digitize, put on, again, Google Classroom or your homework page, or however, email it to parents, then you can follow these steps. So again, thank you for watching. If there are any other topics you're interested in seeing videos on, please let me know. So I know, we have a lot of new technological features. We also have a lot of new friends here at St. Ambrose, both staff and students. So if there's something you think you'd like to see a video on, please let me know. Grab me, send me a text, shoot me an email. Okay. And again, these videos are meant to be helpful. They're not meant in any way to replace, in-person, help or assistance. But in a quick pinch, you might be able to pull something up. But while you have to, while I'm unable to get to you in a quick fashion. All right. So again, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe. Not quite sure how many subscribers this channel has right now, but there's last time I looked, there were 4, and one of them was me. So, whatever. So again, hopefully you got something out of this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.